Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Assassination Classroom Season 2, episode 10. And last episode, Nagisa's mom got introduced that episode, and she was just an awful, awful person that just wanted to live her life through Nagisa. She was treating Nagisa like a girl, I don't know, it was just weird. And then by the end there, he drugged Nagisa, brought him to the school, wanting him to burn the school down. And then an assassin came and Nagisa did the Reaper move and took down the assassin, which was really awesome. And by the end there, he was debating whether to become an assassin, like his career path to become an assassin. But then he's like, no. And yeah, so that's basically what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/FeelMini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
I'll be going back to the principal and whatnot, because this Kunudon person is like all in with the school policy and whatnot. Okay. What does that mean? I have a feeling he's gonna fail again. Whatever he's planning to do. Maybe he's gonna end up in the class. That'll be funny. Well, I think I said it before, right? School festival time. Assassination. They're gonna cause trouble. I'm just looking at them like they're gonna try to mess with class 3E, and I'm like, don't even try. That's why they looked familiar to me. I feel like he's gonna eat it. It's gonna taste so good. He's not gonna be able to say otherwise. See, see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at all the things. Okay, clearly the dude is plenty talented, but I'm like, oh, you are doing way too much. Oh, they're here. Are you okay? Ah, whose voice is that? Oh my goodness, the dude. Well, at least he can get the word out because he's part of the rich, upper rich people, right? Oh my god, he's dressing her up as a girl. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I just said. Security? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Louvre's alive. Okay, and that's confirmed. What excuse are they gonna come up with now? Oh my god, even the gun testing. Oh my god. Who's gonna believe that? Karma. Nope. He doesn't want to believe it. But he's gonna spread the good word. No worry, you're just gonna put out the good word. Morning broadcast. Yuji? Mm-hmm. He's a food blogger? Wow. Oh, he using like he says words. Oh, friend. Oh, look at that. Look what you did. Oh, the baseball dude. I knew it. I knew it was him. Did you come here to eat it too, or did you come to mess it up? It's okay. he's worried about destroying the ecosystem. And then like he's gonna destroy their. The mom? Oh my goodness. She's here? Oh. Oh, it's done? What the freak? Oh, like that. Of course, it's gonna show up at the end. Because this guy has been all about putting the E-class down. E-class being the hellish place that you don't want to go in this, school and whatnot. And then seeing how people are praising him, of course he's gonna be upset about it, and of course he's gonna do something about it. I just don't know what it is that he's gonna do. And you had Asano, yeah, you had Asano there being sponsored by a restaurant and creating this a place where you get to pay an entrance fee and you get to eat, and then like every hour there's a new kind of entertainment that's going on. And I don't know, he just created this most monstrous, well, this place where all these things are happening. And then you have the E-class who's all the way up in the mountains somewhere, and then they're using the things that they have around them to create this menu. You have all these students participating, everyone doing what they're good at and working together to create this cafe, restaurant, whatever. And then one of them is down there, down the mountain, trying to get people to go up there to eat, which is a whole lot of work. Like to go up the mountain. Look at those high schoolers that kidnapped. Um, was it three of them? That kidnapped the girls. During that one episode where they were on a trip, and then Nagisa, Kurosaki had to come and save them and whatnot. They came and they were like, they're not there to pick a fight, but once they eat, they're gonna spread these bad reviews so that no one gets there. But then the food was super tasty. They couldn't say anything bad about it. And then you had Irina just show up and using her beauty and whatnot to basically entice the boys to eat more. And she even sent them down to go to the ATM to get more money to come back and eat. And then you had Yuji that showed up, and he always thought that Nagisa was a girl and he was infatuated with her, with him. And then he shows up and he eats the food and it was super amazing. And you have that one girl that was making fun of, it's usually her and Karma that makes fun of Nagisa being a boy but looking like a girl and whatnot. And she, after what happened during the previous episode, she came to him and apologized for always making fun of her that way. And then that's when you decided to show up. So did he cut off? Oh no, she switched. She switched her skirt with his pants to still make him look like a girl and try to get Yuji to eat all kinds of stuff. And then they were in the bushes, I guess, like somewhere apart from the others so that no one can see them, and you have her in the back just feeding him information like what to say to Yuji and all of that. And then who came out first? I think it was the guy. He also tried to kill Koro Sensei. Or let me remember further. I think it was still during the trip where the girls were kidnapped. There was this one person that was basically following them around and trying to get Koro Sensei, but it was not working. And I believe by the end of the episode, the guy decided that he was not going to be an assassin anymore or something. I think. I'm not sure. And he shows up. He's the first one to show up. And they mentioned the fact that the Reaper went after him, but he was still okay. I don't quite remember if they showed us that in the anime or if they just first mentioned it here this episode. But yeah, he's the one that first showed up. He also they come with an excuse for him showing up. And then you have Lovro. Oh my goodness. Okay, during the episode where they first, like when they introduced the Reaper, him shooting Lovro, and I'm like, oh, okay, is Lovro dead? And then the episode where Karasuma and the Reaper were facing each other and all that, he mentioned during that episode, he mentioned during that episode that he left Lovro alive so that he can spread the word or something about him. So I'm thinking, okay, is Loro actually alive? Because I was confused after seeing him seemingly die in the previous episode and then seeing the Reaper say that he let him live. So I was slightly confused whether he was alive or not. But then he showed up this episode, so clearly the Reaper did not kill him. So he came and they try to make up this excuse about him as well. And all these previous assassins, all these people that we've met along the way, like you have those three that were hired by Takaoka when they drugged the students and all that. They also showed up. You have the elementary kids that they helped during that previous episode that seemed like a filler, and where the Reaper was also casually introduced as this flower seller that called the police when the old man got injured. Those episodes seem filler-ish, but there were elements of connectedness, I guess that word, I don't know, connectivity, whatever. Those episodes were still connected in some ways, and then to see those students also show up here in the principal as well. So yeah, all those people came. And then Yuji, seeing how Nagisa was basically lying about all those people, he has a father that has all these connections, and he has been able to determine when people are being genuine and not. So seeing this, it's like, are you lying to me right now? Thinking about how, when it comes to all those people that were showing up, and he was making this excuses that Yuji was not believing. And Nagisa just, I don't know if Nagisa didn't realize that he was just talking about those people, or if he just like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna come out and say that I'm just not gonna lie about it anymore. And he told Yuji that he was a boy. Yuji did not want to believe it at first. But yeah. And then Nagisa told him, he gave him this code that even through the failures and something, like you can use the failures and why not to do something, I don't know, amazing. Like, I forgot how he phrased it, but Yuji learned something from it and then he left. I knew he was gonna be the reason why other people will show up, because his father was this person. He's a rich kid, and rich kids have all kinds of connections, and what they've wanted was people to come to eat their food and spend their money. So you have this rich kid that came and ate your food, found it tasty, delicious. If you have this person spread the word, then you're gonna be okay. I just did not realize that he was this popular food blogger or whatnot. Like, I did not see that coming. So the fact that he's tasted all these amazing cuisines, like all over the world, and he's able to say that this food was amazing, of course a bunch of people are going to show up. I didn't know he was the food blogger at first. So when these was it the next day, was the same day, I don't know, they were walking toward the mountain, and then you see this TV crew just like run past them. You're like, what the heck is going on? And then they go up there and you see this long line of people that showed up, that was trying to eat their food, and oh, that even Asano showed up and saw it. I was hoping, or I thought that maybe he also came there because he was curious about the food and he might want to eat it, but they didn't actually show him doing that. I feel like if he did that, the students, class 3E and Asano having this conflict ever since forever. If Asano actually came and bought their food and ate, I feel like they would have mentioned it in the episode. Like the students of class 3E would have mentioned it. Excuse me, or they would have showed it to us. But no, I'm sure he didn't eat it. He just came to see maybe like the amount of people that, like exactly what the kids were doing that attracted all these people there. Yeah, after the end of the festival, class A won, like Asano won when it comes to the money that they were able to gather. But then, even with class E basically like getting people to come sort of like late in the game, if people had started coming in earlier than that, I feel like they would have overthrown class A, but no. And then Kuro Sensei is like, let's not go, because they was thinking about going deeper into the mountains and, you know, getting more ingredients. But Kuro Sensei is like, let's just stop here because you don't want to destroy the ecosystem. See, so many things just don't add up to me when it comes to Kuro Sensei destroying the world. I've said this plenty of times. I don't believe that Kuro Sensei is going to destroy the world because he wants to. If that's the truth, that he is actually going to destroy the world, you know, I think it's like 3 months left or something. If he's actually going to do that, I do not believe that he's doing it because he wants to. I feel like whatever kind of creature he is, it's gonna. No, let me see. I'm trying to see if he keeps evolving during this anime ever since the beginning. I feel like there have been scenes where he's mentioned the fact that he evolved, he's discovered this new ability or something. Maybe as time progresses, he's gonna keep evolving and he's gonna evolve to a point where he's gonna destroy the earth. It's not gonna be like something that he wants to do. I've said it plenty of times and I still believe it, but with this episode as well. Like, you have him worrying about destroying the ecosystem, and you know, why would you worry about destroying the ecosystem if you're gonna destroy the earth? You know, if you want to destroy the earth. So that didn't make sense to me. And then the day was winding down. They were like sold basically everything out, and then the mom showed up, Nagisa's mom, and they talked about what happened the previous night, and she just wanted him to still basically be his kid until he grows up and leaves the house and leave her by herself. And I said last episode that I feel like that's what resonated with her. The fact that Nagisa said that he was, I don't know, I think it was Sensei that came at the end there. And he said that Nagisa was going to graduate from her as well. Or did Nagisa say that? I don't know. But when she heard that, that's what made her realize what she's doing is going to alienate Nagisa from her, you know. So when she came here today, and then today, this episode, and her and I guess I were sitting at the table and they were talking about it, and he's like, I know that the time is coming where you're gonna go out on your own, but at least for now, just let me be your mom and all that. I'm like, oh, like the way that episode was going, I'm like, ugh, this woman. Like I hated her last episode, but this moment felt so heartwarming to me, so I really loved it. What else? Yeah, there wasn't much else. The principal is clearly going to do something about class 3E. I just don't know what that is. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to episode 11, you do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/follow me. And you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.